Good evening, I'm Ren Wadsworth, and this is your nonstop local news update. Out of Bozeman, the National Forest Service says upcoming road work on Lower Highlight Canyon Road will cause a day-long closure for all uses next week, either Thursday or Friday. Work will start next Monday, weather permitting, and include construction on a retaining wall and installing a new guardrail. Right now, Highlight Canyon Road is still open to non-motorized traffic through May 15th, but the closure date of April 26th or 27th applies to all traffic during the replacement of a culvert. The project is part of an effort to address unstable soil in a steep area above the road and making sure excess water is able to drain correctly out of the area. The Department of Transportation is slated to begin a 4-phase road safety improvement project along several sections of Interstate 90 and Interstate 15 in western Montana. The project involves installing high-tension cable rails in specific areas around Missoula, Butte, Bozeman, and Helena. And construction on 2 phases of the project near Missoula and Bozeman will begin this spring when the weather permits. MDT hopes the project will reduce the severity of crashes. According to the department, the steel cable reduces the impact when a car crashes into it and prevents crashes caused when an out-of-control vehicle crosses the median into oncoming traffic. The project's 4 phases encompass about 150 miles of Montana's interstates. The Missoula and Bozeman area phases are expected to be completed in 2024, and MDT is anticipating minimal travel impacts this summer, aside from minor delays. But motorists should expect single-lane closures and reduced speeds in active work zones. And some big news out of Bozeman today. SWX's Sean Rainey has more on the Bobcat men's basketball program as they welcome a brand new coach.
Well, the wait is over. The Montana State Bobcats have announced their 24th head men's basketball coach, and his name is Matt Logie. Logie comes with an impressive coaching career where he went 82-23 in his last 4 years at Point Loma Nazarene of the Division II level and 194-35 in his 8 seasons leading Whitworth at Division III. You add those up, and Logie has a 276-58 career record, which is an 82.6 winning percentage, which is the 3rd best among active coaches at 4-year schools. He's a graduate of Lehigh University, where he is 7th on the school's all-time scoring list. And that's where he started his coaching career, where he helped recruit NBA player C.J. McCollum. Here's a quote from athletic director Leon Costello. Quote, Matt brings a highly successful basketball background as a player and coach. He is a proven winner, demonstrated by his exceptional coaching record, a dynamic program builder, and a relentless student of the game. He has a clear vision and plan to continue to build on the momentum of Bobcat basketball. I am excited about our future of Bobcat basketball with Matt at the helm. As for the roster he will be taking over, well, the cupboard is getting pretty bare. Today, the Big Sky Conference's top reserve, Great Osobor, and another bench player in Robert Ford announced they will be entering the transfer portal. You add them to the names of Raekwon Battle, Darius Brown, and then Jabril Bello and Caleb Fuller, who graduated, and the majority of the production from last year's team will need to be replaced. How much so? Well, let's take a look. Between those 6 players and Alex Germer, who also transferred, the Cats will be trying to replace 73% of their total minutes from a season ago, but that number skyrockets for total point production. 85% of last year's scoring output now out the door. 76% of rebounding. 74% of last year's total assists. So Coach Logie will certainly have his work cut out for him as he has to fill out the roster and all of that production that they're losing. That said, Eastern Washington faced a similar problem a few years ago when Shante Leggins left, and they were able to quickly turn around, so we'll have to see what happens at Montana State. I'm Sean Rainey for SWX.
Alrighty, thank you, Sean. Now, spring and hot springs just go hand in hand, and officials from Yellowstone National Park recently released a timeline on when select roads will be reopening for visitors. The park says that starting Friday, weather permitting, of course, the west entrance to Old Faithful, the road from Norris Junction to Canyon Village, and the road from Mammoth Hot Springs to Old Faithful will all be open to the public. They also noted that more roads will open in May and that the park's north entrance in Gardner and the southeast entrance in Silvergate and Cook City are currently open to traffic. And park fees will be waived this Saturday in celebration of National Park Week. So as the weather continues to stay bright and beautiful here in the Treasure State and with our neighbors to the south, it might just be the perfect chance to spend some time with our natural treasures. Now that's all for now. We'll have more news updates for you as the day goes on, so make sure to check back in for more. I'm Ren Wadsworth. Thanks for tuning in to your nonstop local news.